I think is part of that. What about when you're talking about hope and the grit, how these adversities give rise to our healing, and how does when you see that you see all these things that you had to go through, and these challenges along the way, how did that actually help you?
Oh, that's a tough. This is some tough questions here.
Sorry.
No, I'm loving it. See,
I
this is
just
what
like to
like.
I like to I try to really kind of get to that piece where we see that change.
Yeah, no, I love it. Just get to the heart, and this is recovery. This is being vulnerable and open and honest. I wish I had like a soundbite answer for you because I love that. First of all, as a writer, I like it when it's concise and it's, you know what I mean, like to the point.
But these are hard. These are complicated. I mean, when we talk about our spiritual life and our healing and our emotions, I mean, they're complicated. It's sometimes hard to put these these events, these experiences into words. So I totally understand that too.
Yeah, I mean, it is. And, I try to write quite a bit about this in my book also. For my own story and my own experience, what I can say is that I would not go back and change a thing. Even though I went through some really hard stuff that I know I'm not alone in that, certainly not unique. My story is not unique. I wouldn't go back and change anything because when those things happen, I don't know if it's like in scripture, actually, it talks about a refining fire where those things about your humanity and your person are burned away and, kind of that selfhood, not in the good sense, but is kind of stripped away to where we're at a point where, and I've heard people talk in meetings about this gift of desperation, that given this gift of having nothing left, totally at my wits' end, at the end of my rope, and then what's left? There's like you have two choices. You could either just, okay, this is it, there is nothing left, or reach my hand out for something outside of myself. And I had the opportunity to do that, and so many people don't. I mean,
Yeah.
there's someone I work with, a woman, and she just lost a recovery house roommate. Just left recovery housing. Her dad came in 2 hours later to get her stuff and said she had just died. I mean, and it happens every day, all day long. People are losing their life and not having the opportunity to make that reach, and it's like, oh, it's just such a waste. And I think back on my experience and I feel so grateful. And at the same time, not just grateful that I'm here and have this life and have this window I can look out, but there's a weight to that, to be still being here, that I think those of us in recovery and what you're doing, I mean, there's a responsibility that we have to then give back and to be on the other end of that reaching out where we're there to help support those people struggling, where we're there, where we can give a hug to the woman coming into a first meeting and we can open that church door, whether it's to the upstairs or to the downstairs. There's a responsibility when we have moved from those hard things and come out on the other side.
Well, I love what you said too about like the what was the quote about being refined through the adversity, through the fire. It's like it just kind of burns away all the